to raise the trophy for the second time, and one of those big three featured here in the 100 butterfly energy standard in Cali Condors. So London, who finds themselves in our projections about 30 points behind, has to take an event like this one where they're expected to only score 9 points to Cali's 15 and try to outperform them. But no one has scored more points than Kelsi Dahlia in this event. She has scored 90 points, and man, has she been on form. 54-89 we saw just 2 weeks ago, knocking on the door of world record pace. But already you see on the left side of the screen, Emma McKeon getting out pretty quick as well for London. That's a good sign for the Roar early on.
Oh boy, you're so right. That is a great sign. 25-8 though for Kelsi Dahlia. McKeon right behind her at 25-9.
About a tenth of a second under world record pace for Dalia.
That world record choice from set 7 years ago, 54-61, 54-84 is the American record. She just missed that last week.
And Dalia is running away with his first race. Let's see how quick it is. Kelsi Dahlia touches a wall, 54-59, a new world record for Dalia to start things off.
Cali Condors and Kelsi Dahlia sets the
Wow!
with a world record.
Holy smokes!
Butterfly. She was 11.
What a way to start for Kelsi Dahlia and the Cali Condors, the very first event world record. We've talked about her all season long, about the disappointment of not making that Olympic team this summer. Did that affect her? Not. She came in here all season long and said, you know what, I'm gonna move on from that, and I'm going to make a difference for my team, Callie and Bernie, and she did it. Look at this. This is against the world record holder, the best woman swimmer on the planet, Emma McKeon. And she took it to all of them.
With 15 points and a new world record, and a good start, I should say, Roddy, as well, for London, who scores 13, but down to the pool deck to Mark Foster, who's with the new world record holder, Kelsi Dahlia.
It's so surreal. I don't think it will hit me for a bit, I think. It's really special.
A person you can't overlook in Luke Greenbank. Maybe not to provide the victory here. I don't think he's going to win it. Boy, but it would be great if he could score top 3. That's what you're looking for. Get into the role playing of making an impact on scoring points. If you can't win it, let's get into the top 3. Greenbank has that capability.
And a lot of people expected Energy Standard to be leading at the end of day one. They're currently 4th, Roddy. So it's a big spot for Rylov to step up.
Yeah, this is, you're exactly right, because they're not going to be as strong in the women's 200 breaststroke coming on. So this event is very important for Energy, and Rylov, who hasn't been on the top form all season long, but will the Olympic gold medalist be able to come through here? 25-3. He'll come back, but you know who looks great right now, Bernie, and looks like he's taking a bath, is Rylov. Oh, yep. And that's dangerous if Rylov is on form, right, with the other big 3. We don't even talk about him with the other big 3, but if he's gotten back on form, oh boy, look out.
Leads with 25 meters to go. We'll see who's got the better underwater. Rylov in the lead, but here comes Murphy trying to get him at the end. Who's going to get all the jackpot points? It's Rylov. Energy Standard needed that one.
Oh, in a big way, too. Boy, it could not have come at a more perfect time early in this match for Energy than Rylov to win this event. And you see Murph kind of shaking his head saying, that was a tough one.
Ullman, 13 points separates first from 3rd. Cali Condors, defending champions, on top.
Throw it on, okay. In this group, Vinny Lanza next at 33 points.
Yeah, Duncan Scott, 9 jackpots, Rowdy. 9 jackpotted swimmers. They need him right here to do that.
Yep, they really do. If London's going to have any chance, they desperately need Duncan Scott to step up and do what he's capable of doing. 9 different jackpots.
Timon Voss may be one of the only other guys that could step in there and maybe pull a little bit up. He's going to be at the very bottom in lane number 8 for the LA Current.
And his best time this season is about 2/10 off of what Duncan Scott has gone. That's a good position for him. If he can kind of maintain this, in fact, Voss and Acevedo have moved up as well.
Lanza's moved to 5th. London will need Lanza to move up, but it's Scott leading with 50 meters to go.
Another good solid 50 there for Duncan Scott. 32.8 on that 50 split. His best time and his British record is 151.66.
In the jackpot as well. LA's had a brilliant race.
Look at the lead for Duncan Scott. London trying to get a huge 200 IM win, and Duncan Scott's gonna do it. Voss and Acevedo, though, will go 2nd and 3rd, and Lanza will have to settle for 4th. Stalls at 107 points, and London finds themselves within 10 points. That's the question. That's the question.
Crazy thing is about those two swimmers, you're talking about Shimanovic and Fink. Shimanovic gets so much better as the distance goes down. Fink gets so much better as the distance goes up. So the 100 will be great tomorrow. It'll be fun to watch. But I think this 50 definitely is going to be Shimanovic. Nic Fink does have American record, 25.75. But that's still about a half a second off of what Shimanovic has been going all year long.
Shimanovic has scored 123 points in this event alone.
Wow. And Berg, he shares the world record with Cameron Vandenberg, who set that 12 years ago.
Hey, Fink looks pretty good already.
Yeah, see, Nic Fink is here, man. Look at Nic Fink go. Oh, my goodness.
Look at Nic Fink. Everybody's saying Shimanovic, 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 but Fink trying to hold off the world record. Can he pull off the upset? Oh, my goodness. Nic Fink wins. Shimanovic winds up 2nd. Oh, Fink is the Shimanovic equalizer. He scores 19.
Wow. You might have thought mild upset, and you see the reaction by Shimanovic. Mild upset in the 200 is a huge upset. And he breaks his own American record, by the way, in doing so. And Shimanovic was just not good, Bernie. I mean, simply, he just didn't have it. He's almost a half a second what he went last week. And look at Jeff Julian and Cali.
Nic Fink, and they actually outscore Energy in an event that Energy was expected to do gigantic things. They were expected on paper with a rating to score 26 points. Fink did to a Lily King or an Alia Atkinson. If you're Energy standard, you're even rooting for Atkinson to make sure that King and Hannes don't go 1-2.
And now you have the two best swimmers in history in this event. The ISL record holder, the world record holder.
And how about the rating, Rowdy?
Through the roof, my man. 52,000, highest we've seen in the last 2 years.
What a field, women's 50 breaststroke. Two best in history, King and Atkinson.
All right, Atkinson up at the top in lane number 1. King in the middle in lane number 4. And already Atkinson looks like she's on a whole other level here in the 50 breaststroke. And even at the bottom of the scene, it's Clark in the mix. But Atkinson trying to pull off the upset. Alia Atkinson trying to do it for London. Atkinson surging, and she is going to get it done easily, folks. Atkinson gets the win. Oh, baby!
And that's exactly what Energy wanted. Energy needed that to happen.
Goes to London. Upsets abound here on day one that started with a world record by Dalia. Fink upsets Shimanovic. Atkinson takes down King. And the Condors, they find themselves on top after the breaststroke. That's a surprise by 14 points. All right, Energy Standard, hoping that they can get one more big surge here down the stretch. We know how big this relay is, Rowdy. Not only double points on the line, but your combined total of your A and B relay helps dictate if you get to pick the stroke at the end, if you get to take a stroke out, and we know how big the skins will be tomorrow to wind up this grand final. The storyline has been that London actually took down the Condors for the first time ever. The question is, can they do it here in the grand final?
And again, they did it with Toussaint and a McKeon going 50.6, Bernie, at the end. That's pretty spectacular. They'll have McKeon on the end again, but they won't have Toussaint. So this is another case, like you said over and over, where Atherton has to step up. Top of the screen will be Minute Atherton. And Beta Nelson's been so busy here for Cali. She'll lead it off for Cali's best relay. King, Dahlia, and Brown. Now Dalia is really the outlier now here for Cali. Based on her world record, and you've got King in the middle, I like Cali's A relay to win this. Find effort again, and I love Cali the way they're looking right now. Look at the running 1-3, Bernie. So it's almost they could end up losing this race if somebody ended up catching them, which they're not going to do at this point. That one, Kelsi Dahlia going butterfly, and their other team running third. This is Cali all over the place.
And look at the lead that the world record holder is going to have diving in. She's got a 2.5 lead over her own team's relay.
They're going to take breaststroke out.
What are you going to do, though? You're hoping, I guess, against Cali that you end up with freestyle, because they've pretty much got butterfly, breaststroke, and backstroke covered.
Yeah.
And the good news picking the skin is they get to pick among at least two of the strokes, is they're going to get the win. Condors surging to the top. Energy Standard second, and London finds themselves third, desperately missing. And we're told that the Condors in lane number 3 are going to be disqualified because of a wrong turn by Lily King at the 75 pole. This is gigantic.
Wow, and you see the shock. Lily King says, I don't know what I did. I don't know who did it. It wasn't a false start. And this,
they said that she did not touch simultaneously at the 75.
Oh my gosh, Bernie, this, and look at the swing of because of this. Energy will now select the skins. 38 points on that event. Here's the turn right here. Look at Lily King. I don't know, Bernie. You're the breaststroker. I didn't see it. I mean, she was long
pretty much
on the
even.
finish. Yeah, I mean, and Beta Nelson is in complete shock. Oh. Oh boy, what? That's just heartbreaking if you're a Cali fan, because it was so easy of a victory.
They cash in and they find themselves in the lead for the first time in this match on the backs of a disqualification by Lily King in the breaststroke. Shocking.
It is,
to say the least.
But now we have to wait. Second and fifth. Energy was second and fifth. Cali was first and eighth. Will the jackpots make up for it? And I think they will. Yes. Cali has something to smile about now.
Coleman 21 points behind Energy Standard instead of having the lead there, looking up at the Season 1 champions at the end of day number 1.